Have you ever finished a walk doing what you've always been told is the best exercise and still felt like your legs were dragging behind you? That heaviness, that ache, as if your body's working harder than it should just to stay upright? You're not alone, and more importantly, it's not your fault. See, for years we've believed walking alone was the ultimate key to healthy aging. But there's a hidden truth I want to share with you today, one that most doctors and trainers rarely mention. There's a muscle deep in your lower leg that scientists are now calling your body's second heart. And if this muscle is asleep, as it often is, especially after 60 walking, standing, even balancing becomes harder than it needs to be. Your energy drains. Swelling builds. Stability fades. But here's the good news: this powerful internal engine isn't gone, it's just waiting to be reactivated. Today, I'll show you exactly how to wake it up with 3 simple, safe movements you can do right at home. No equipment, no pressure, and no gym required. Stick with me until the end, because each step builds on the last. And when we're done, you won't just feel stronger. You'll feel alive from the ground up. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Now, let's get to work. Exercise 1. Seated heel raise. Wake up the second heart. Why this simple move changes everything. If you've ever felt your legs swell by afternoon, or noticed how hard it can be just to get up from your chair without a wobble, this first movement might just be your turning point. Because buried inside your lower legs lies a hidden engine most people never think about: a powerful muscle called the soleus. It doesn't look like much on the surface, but its role in your body is nothing short of heroic. In fact, scientists and cardiologists are now calling the soleus your second heart. Why? Because every time it contracts, it pumps blood back up from your legs to your heart, fighting gravity, reducing swelling, and boosting circulation. And after age 60, when circulation tends to slow and muscles naturally weaken, this pump is often left inactive. You see, walking alone only gives this muscle a light tap on the shoulder. But today, we're going to give it a proper wake-up call right from the safety and comfort of your chair. This movement isn't flashy. It won't make you sweat, but it will light up a connection between your legs, your brain, and your energy system in a way that walking or stretching alone simply can't. And the best part? This is where stability starts. If you want to feel more secure when you walk, stand, or move through life, we begin right here, together. How to do it only takes 2 minutes. 1. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, knees at a 90-degree angle. 2. Place your palms gently on top of your knees, or use 2 small water bottles for light pressure. 3. Keep the balls of your feet pressed to the floor. 4. Slowly lift both heels as high as you comfortably can. Feel that squeeze in the back of your lower legs. 5. Pause and hold at the top for 1 to 2 seconds. 6. Then slowly lower your heels back to the floor with control. Don't let them drop. 7. Repeat 10 to 15 times, once or twice a day. This small controlled movement activates the soleus and trains it to do what it was built for: pumping blood, supporting balance, and energizing your entire lower body. Why it works, and why it matters: each lift is more than just a movement. It's a signal. You're reminding your brain, this muscle matters. Wake up. Support me. As circulation improves, people often report reduced leg heaviness or fatigue, less swelling at the ankles, better energy during the day, a new sense of connection to the ground when walking. This is the beginning of something much bigger than exercise. It's a reconnect with strength you didn't know was still there. And it all starts with this quiet movement done with intention and consistency. Who should be cautious? This movement is very gentle, but if you have a recent blood clot, DVT, severe varicose veins with pain, any sharp or sudden calf pain, please consult your doctor before starting a quiet revolution in your chair. In just 2 minutes, you've awakened a muscle that serves as your internal foundation, your second heart. And now that it's awake, we can begin building upward. Don't underestimate the power of this simple beginning. Because sometimes, the smallest movements create the deepest changes, especially when they're rooted in purpose. Ready for part 2? In the next move, we're taking this same power and bringing it into standing. This is where gravity meets strength and you reclaim control. Let's rise. Exercise 2. Standing calf raise. From gravity to power. Why this move builds more than muscle. There's a quiet moment that happens in everyday life, one that tells you more about your body than any blood test ever could. It's the second you stand up and feel just a little unsure on your feet. Maybe it's a subtle sway, a hesitation before taking your first step. Maybe you instinctively reach for a chair or the wall. You tell yourself, it's just aging, but deep down, you wonder, is this how it's going to be from now on? It doesn't have to be. Because buried within your lower Legs is a force designed to push back against gravity itself, a system that, when activated, can bring back that quiet confidence you used to have every time you stood tall. This isn't about building bulky calves or doing gym-style workouts. This is about teaching your balance system to switch on when you need it most while standing, walking, or reaching into the top shelf of a cabinet. In the first movement, we woke up your second heart, the powerful soleus pump. Now, it's time to take that activation and teach it how to work in the real world, standing, weight-bearing, and full of purpose. This next move is where strength meets control. And more importantly, it's where you reclaim stability from the ground up. How to do it? 1. Stand facing a sturdy surface like a kitchen countertop or heavy chair. 2. Place both hands lightly on the surface, just enough to feel supported, not to lean. 3. Keep feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. 4. Shift your weight slightly toward the balls of your feet. 5. Slowly lift both heels as high as you comfortably can. 6. Pause at the top. Feel your calf muscles activate as they support your full body weight. 7. Slowly lower your heels back to the ground with control, like you're placing something fragile on a shelf. 8. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Pro tip: you can do this movement twice a day, once in the morning to wake your legs up, and once in the evening to drain any swelling and reset your balance. Why it works: this movement activates both the soleus and the gastrocnemius, the outer and inner engines of your lower leg. But even more powerful is what happens neurologically. Each rise and descent trains the nerves around your ankles, knees, and hips to sense your body's position in space, a process called proprioception. The better your body senses itself, the more precise and automatic your balance becomes. And unlike walking, which uses these muscles only partially, this movement puts them through their full range, which builds resilient, long-lasting strength. Pumps stagnant blood and lymph from your feet, sends energy back toward your heart. Trains your ankles to control your body weight with grace, not guesswork. This is how you teach your body to trust itself again. Who should be cautious? Please avoid this movement, or modify it, if you recently had foot or ankle surgery, experience dizziness when standing, have severe balance issues, or are at risk of falling without support. If that's you, continue with the seated version from exercise 1 and consult your physical therapist before progressing. From fragile to grounded, this movement may look simple, but its power is profound. With each deliberate lift, you're saying to your body, I am not fragile. I am reclaiming strength. You are building micro-control, macro-confidence, and a foundation that doesn't just support your weight, it supports your life. Next, we'll take everything you've built so far and dive even deeper, unlocking a secret muscle most people never use, and that might be the missing key to your lifelong stability. Are you ready for the upgrade? Let's go deeper. Exercise 3: Bent knee calf raise. Single leg, unlock the deep engine, the hidden muscle that holds you up even when you don't know it. There's a moment most people never notice, the moment your body decides whether it will stay standing or start falling. It doesn't happen when you take a big step. It happens in the tiny micro-movements: shifting your weight, standing on one foot to put on a sock, stepping onto a curb. And if your body's internal stability system isn't working at full capacity, that's when slips happen. But what if I told you that you have a secret muscle, deep in your lower leg, that plays the starring role in whether you stay upright or not? It's not the big calf muscle you see in the mirror. That one is more about jumping and sprinting. The true powerhouse of balance is a deeper, slower, more tireless muscle called the soleus. And this final movement is how we teach it to fire up like it was designed to do and carry you through life with quiet strength. We call this move the bent knee calf raise. But it's so much more than a raise. It's a reprogramming of your stability system. It's where you stop relying on momentum and start relying on muscle intelligence. This is the difference between walking with hesitation and moving with quiet confidence. Let's awaken the part of your body that's been silently waiting to support you. How to do it: slow, strong, and intentional. 1. Stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop. Lightly hold for balance. 2. Shift your weight onto your right leg and lift your left foot just an inch off the floor behind you. 3. Now here's the key: slightly bend your right knee. Not a squat, just a soft athletic bend. 4. From this position, slowly lift your right heel as high as you comfortably can. 5. Pause at the top and feel the activation deep in your lower leg, closer to the ankle than before. 6. Slowly lower your heel back down to the floor with full control. 7. Repeat 8 to 12 representatives on the right leg, then switch sides. Tip: keep the knee slightly bent the entire time. This is what shifts the work from the superficial calf to the deep soleus, your true postural muscle. Why this move changes everything: when your knee is straight, your body naturally uses the gastrocnemius, the flashy, outer calf muscle. But when you bend the knee, you take that muscle out of the equation. That forces your soleus, the deep endurance muscle, to activate. Why does this matter? Because the soleus is built for support, not speed. It's packed with slow-twitch muscle fibers that are designed for long-duration stability, resistant to fatigue, critical for ankle and knee alignment. Tied directly to your balance control system, most people over 60 have a dormant soleus. It's not weak, it's just forgotten. This movement reminds your nervous system that it's still there, still powerful, and still capable of holding you steady in the moments that matter most. And here's the real secret: you don't need more strength, you need smarter strength. This is where you build it. Who should be cautious? Avoid or modify this movement if you have severe balance impairment, can't stand on one foot with support, recently had ankle or Achilles tendon surgery, experience intense pain when bending the knee. If you're unsure, try the movement with both feet down and minimal lift. Or consult your doctor first. From wobble to wisdom. You've just done something most people never even learn about, let alone practice. You activated a hidden balance system, a muscle that's been silently supporting your posture since childhood, and may be the missing link to graceful, independent movement in your later years. This movement isn't just about your legs. It's about how you move through life with stability, confidence, and control. Coming up, we'll pull everything together and talk about how these three moves work as a team and the surprising thing you might be wearing every day that silently weakens all your progress. Let's finish strong. You just reclaimed something powerful. What you just did today goes far beyond just 3 exercises. You reawakened a part of your body that most people don't even know exists, a powerful inner muscle that pumps blood, supports posture, and quietly protects your balance every single day. That's not fitness. That's freedom. At this stage of life, it's easy to believe that decline is inevitable, that wobbly legs, heavy steps, and swelling are just part of the deal. But what you've proven today is that small, intentional action can change the trajectory. You didn't need a gym. You didn't need fancy equipment. All you needed was your breath, your focus, and a willingness to move. These 3 movements, seated, standing, and deep activation, form a foundation, a personal ritual, a way of saying, I still have control. I still have strength. I still choose to support myself from the ground up. And that's something no medication or device can give you, only you can. So if you felt something shift today, even just a little, leave a comment below and write, second heart activated. Let's build a community around action, not age. Around capability, not limitation. Your journey to strength didn't end at 60. In many ways, it's just beginning. Stay steady, stay strong, and always remember, you're not losing power, you're learning how to use it differently.